can buy yourself that makes you happy?
Anything else? Okay, I have a very weird obsession with Louis Vuitton.
Okay. Well, why is that a weird obsession? A lot of girls love some Louis.
No, like
Uh-oh.
mine is just
Do you do nasty stuff to it?
no.
Oh, then what do you? Well, what do you mean then by some weird obsession? Do you like rub it on your skin and like breathe
No,
deeply or something?
that's just my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just like it. So that's what
So
I
how
do.
often do you buy some Louis stuff, some gear?
I just bought some what's those boots?
Boots.
The boots.
They got boots.
Mhm.
Oh shoot! I
ordered
thought
those
they only had
last
like
night.
purses and wallets and
Ordered those last night. Made me happy.
You ain't got them on?
No, I ordered them.
Oh,
They have to come in the
I
mail.
had to check and make sure. I want to see what they look like. Do a little
They
peek
gotta
under the
come in
table.
the mail.
Okay. You gonna wear them one day? I want to see what they look like.
Yeah, they
or take a
cute.
picture of them so I
I'll
can
show
see.
you what they look like.
For me, it's clothes. It sounds so stupid and cliche,
Doesn't
but
that isn't retail therapy? It's real.
yes.
Retail therapy is real.
You know what? It's so weird, but every time I buy some new clothes, it's like I compare it to like being an actor. You know, you can be different people and play different characters, and actors love to be able to do that. Well, every time I get something new, I just feel like a whole new person because you've never seen it before. You don't know how you're gonna look in it, and when you get all dressed up, you be like, "Oh, damn, this look good."
That's true.
Yes, and I want to go out and show it off. So yeah, I feel like I'm an actor every time I wear something new. What?
Justin is funny.
You don't feel good when you wear some new clothes?
Of course.
Yeah.
It does. It, you know, when you feel like when you look good, you feel good.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
The worst thing though is what I'm noticing is like all of the stores that I like, they're starting like the brick and mortars are shutting down and everything is being, streamlined online, and that's frustrating for me because
You don't like to shop online? You
I
prefer...
love the convenience of shopping online, but like I need to try the stuff on. And then a lot of the time, like if it doesn't fit right,
You
then I gotta go and send it back and then reorder.
You gotta wait longer.
It's just too much.
Yeah, so they trying to accommodate to all the millennials and all the people who are savvy with their technology, and people not going to the stores that much anymore. Sadly, when you can do online shopping.
That's true.
Well, let's talk for a second about that because I do want to talk about 4 items. Now, there's I'm gonna use my word. What's my word? You know my word.
Don't make me think. Oh, speaking of think,
Oh,
I went to the escape room the other day.
which one?
It's one in Arundel Mills.
Oh yeah.
And I did like the hardest one because I'm like, I'm smart.
It was hard.
It was so difficult. I made it to it was like 5 rooms. I got to the 3rd room and could not figure it out. It was, but yeah, go
You
ahead.
with a group of people?
No, it was
By yourself? Oh, that's a little sad, honey. What
nobody
happened?
likes it. Nobody likes escape rooms.
You should have. I would.
You want to go? You would have went to that?
Nobody
Well,
likes
then
escape
let's
rooms.
go.
You got 2 people right here.
Let's go.
Jonay.
Let's go. Let's do it.
What if you wouldn't have made it out, girl? You left alone in that damn
Of course
room.
I'd have made it out.
Well, what if they took a break or something? They wasn't watching you on the cameras and you stuck in the room. Well, the one thing is I'm claustrophobic, so if we do an escape room, it can't be too small now.
It wasn't. It's not.
Cause I'll scream.
It's not small. Not the one I was in.
Are you sure?
I promise.
They gonna get me out the room when I start. I'll scream like
They
Mariah
have
Carey used to get high on her notes.
A button.
You gonna get me out
push.
that room? Huh?
They have a
it's
button
help
if
button.
you wanna. They give you clues if you need clues. But I'm trying to be, Miss. I don't need no help. If I'd have just asked for the clues,
She
I
being
probably got out of
bougie.
there. But yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good. But we really need to go to one together sometime. We do a little team outing
That would be
out the box. We're gonna find our way out the box. No, what I was gonna say was there are some items. Technology is everything these days, y'all. Like everything is about technology. You were just talking about it. Online stores, for example. There's a few things that I was looking online the other day and I saw that are coming out, in the future, 2020, 2021. There's some things that already came out that people don't even realize are already out and existing because either they're completely stupid, to be honest with you, or they just don't seem to really meet everyone's needs. But I picked kind of 4 random ones that I thought were interesting, that some of them are more like modern. Like one of them I love and I would love to get. And when I get a house, I'm going to get it. And we're going to go over some of these now, right? There's only 4. I'm going to keep it short and sweet with y'all. The first one is absolutely the one that I'm getting for my house. And this is called Flight, and it's Flyte. Now, Flight is a levitating light bulb. It sounds stupid, but if you see the picture in front of us on the screen, those who are viewing, it's not stupid. It's actually very modern, and it looks really nice. So this particular model is a small little board. It's a little square, probably like 3x3 or 3x4 or something. And there's magnets inside the board, and that's what keeps a light bulb above it floating. So there's nothing holding it up, the magnets itself. You can grab the light bulb and pull it off if you want to, right? The magnets hold it up. There's no cords, nothing like that. So it can just be floating right there on your desk. It looks crazy, but it's cute. Don't you think that's cute?
That looks demonic.
Demonic. Flight uses these, obviously energy efficient, of course it should be, LEDs that last about 50,000 hours. So if you think about it and break it down, it's equivalent to about 12 hours a day for about 11 years.
Okay.
So it's worth it, and the price starts at $300. That's not that bad.
For a light bulb?
It's not that bad though. You get magnets with it. You just can't see them. You get a baseboard with it. When I get a fancy house and it's gonna be a smart house, probably not. Yeah, I'm probably gonna live in some damn shack in Dundalk. No, I'm just playing.
That's not true.
But when that would never happen. No, Jesus,
Dundalk.
Justin, shut up. That would never happen, yo. But when I get me a house, it's gonna be very nice and modern, and I will have them floating ass light bulbs all over my house. You can be my guest. Y'all can come over.
Well, there's another one. It's called the Flex Worm Jacket.
Flex worm.
Flex Worm Jacket.
Not worm.
Oh, sorry, warm.
Yeah, flex warm.
Warm.
So what is this?
Warm.
God, this picture though. What is this? What does this do, JoJo?
It has a special heating element built into the back, chest, and wrist areas. The jacket has special sensors that you can adjust for heating to the level you desire. No cords, no bulky designs, and all controlled through a phone app.
Okay.
Wow.
And what's the price for this jacket?
Starting at $250, up
Okay.
to $300 for this jacket.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Sure.
Is this something that you would ever consider
No.
purchasing? Okay, and why not? Because I'm probably on the same page as you.
It's not.
What happens?
Something could go wrong.
Thank you. That's the first thing I think is if this is all generated by your phone app. What happens if this thing you turn in the wintertime? It must feel nice. I ain't gonna lie. You can turn your jacket up to 85 degrees and you feel perfect. But what happens when your phone dies or it starts to overburn and you can't turn the thing off?
You got to take the jacket off.
Yeah, well, you better not have it zipped because if you need a quick outing to get the heck out of that thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get the concept, but I don't.
It's probably nice in certain areas. You know, it gets cold out here in the wintertime. It would be nice to have. Maybe you can use it as like a blanket or something, but I wouldn't wrap it around my arms and my chest and zip it up. And because then, like you said, what happens? What if the zipper gets jammed?
Yes.
And then it's on like 90 degrees.
I don't like it.
You get
I don't even. It's not really
burned.
Either.
Well, they have other models of the jacket too. That was the cheapest one. That's like more like a sweater.
Okay.
They have more, but they are all ugly. So if y'all are interested in the Flex Worm jacket, you can check it out online and get ready to spend about $300. Now, this next one, this is the third one. This actually, I just found out, is not out yet. But it's supposed to be released in the next 2 years, but there's no given price on it. Please tell me.
What is that?
For those of you who are viewing, please take a look. This is the Rubik's Portal 600.
That sounds like something off of Harry Potter.
Doesn't it? That's what I thought too. Some fancy-ish. This is a super flexible smartphone that can fall, be plunged into water, can be twisted. This literally looks like one of those foam balls that you squeeze when you get mad.
That's a phone?
And that's what it actually is. What it is, but the top is like a thin layer of like a LCD screen type thing. So it's flexible.
Okay.
But all the features on the phone, there's no buttons. It's all on the LCD screen. Yeah, so it all pops up. So there's no holes for your charger. You have to actually charge it wirelessly on a portable device. Okay. That right now is only sold through this company directly, which means more money in their pockets.
Okay.
This is made... They're gearing this to be sold more towards people who are in sports and people who do water activities.
Okay.
And a lot of the pictures online have people who are doing just that. They're running, they're bicycling at the gym, they're wherever or in the water with it attached to their arm. You know how some people have the arm things when they listen to music?
Right.
Same concept, but it's a cell phone.
Okay.
Would you ever want something
No.
like that?
I wouldn't. I don't. There's no need for me to have.
Well, one, there's
Phone
no
that
need
I
for you to
can-
have 3 phones, but let's be real. You already got 2 of them, yo.
Right, but one is work and one is my personal. So.
But you don't like that?
No.
What if you are into like water sports? I mean,
I don't.
but my
I
thing
don't
is
want
this:
my
are you
phone.
talking while you're in the water?
Right. That's
I don't
what
get
I'm
it.
saying. So if I'm like running, I don't. I can't run and talk at the same time. I can't. Something's gonna suffer.
Because you be out of breath.
Either I'm gonna stop running or I'm gonna stop talking. I can't do both.
Yeah, I don't know about this, y'all. They're trying it, but this company, Arubixis, whatever, is pushing this out in about 2 years, and they're working on some of the features. There's 2 models of it, but they both look the same, to be honest with you. But from what I did see online, they're giving like estimates of like prices, what they might be to anticipate what they'll be paying for it.
Oh, and
And
what
it's
they
gonna-
say?
Well, they don't have as many features on this thing as a normal phone will have, of course. And who knows what kind of damn cellular service you won't get for that. I need to find out. But they're starting off around $500, which is about normal for a phone. Like my phone was $900. Your phone was probably just as much. I mean, that's cheaper than normal phones nowadays. But you might be getting what you pay for when you can
Right,
literally
yeah,
twist the
I
phone in a 360 motion
I don't like
and
it.
tear the thing right in half. Okay, we have one more item to discuss on the board for technology. I like this
All
one.
right, it's the 9450 Smart Sensor Basketball. Embedded sensors measure spin and acceleration data and gets beamed to a phone
You like that word?
in just 100 milliseconds. The ball's internal battery lasts 8 hours and can be recharged wirelessly. The basketball helps track shooting and ball handling skills and guarantees a 25% improvement in your play.
No, this looks like a regular ass basketball.
It
don't
does. I mean,
It does.
that sounds like something that would work for somebody that, you know.
I think it's a great gift for us, like especially for like a child, if someone, if you're trying to improve in your game, and your mother or father want to get your son or daughter a gift. This is good. Now, how much does this cost, JoJo?
$200.
For a damn basketball. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like convince people, but at the same time, I'm like, God damn, be smart. $200 for a basketball. Well, I guess if it's this basketball, probably is worth it if you use it for. If you just play for fun on the side, then maybe you don't want to spend maybe you go to Walmart and get one for like $25. Let's
Of
be
all
real.
the things on this list, if I had to pick one thing that I would
It would be
buy,
this?
it would be that. For,
No,
I
I'm
mean,
getting-
my nephew would, you know.
Yeah. And it sounds like, what was the word you used?
Beam.
Beamed. It it beams all the information to your phone, whatever that means, within milliseconds.
100
Is that even
milliseconds.
possible?
Yes, it's possible, apparently. Yeah.
Well, and you can get all the stats you need for how your throw was, how you aim, the twist, the turn, the acceleration of the ball. I
your
mean,
ball
goodness.
handling skills.
Your
as well.
ball handling skills, and if you're like Jonay, it's top notch. But my item would be the light bulb. So that was it. I'm getting that light bulb. It's only $300, and Christmas is right around the corner. So JoJo,
Justin, you kill me daily. Like, just
you still alive, girl? You right here. Anyways, if y'all are interested in seeing more of that, go online, Google it. My thing is, don't get the portable phone that twists and turns all sorts
Yeah,
of
I don't like
directions.
that.
But the light bulb and the basketball are probably really good gifts. I think so. We are going to take a quick break, but when we get back, we do have a very special returning guest who's coming to the table with us, as well as some of the cast that is working with her in an upcoming production. So we will be introducing them in just a moment. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break. Basketballs.
in the mean.
started Restoring the Village off of the strength of one, being a widow, losing a husband, and just wanting to make a difference. We wanted to do a holistic approach, and so Restoring the Village was started, and it was a pop-up that God just put a vision in my heart and just said do it. And so my biggest thing is being obedient and doing it, even if it doesn't make sense to me. We have a great team, about 7 core members, and we have over 200 community partnerships, and those partnerships are churches, they're agencies, they're community association, nonprofits, they're everyone. They're leaders, community leaders without even a community association. It's just they're leaders. And so I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. And that's just how it goes. It's like a cluster. And you just keep on building and building and building. Then I have different community partnerships that they help with just jobs. Like I know my lane. My lane is connecting. And so we have other people that help with jobs, and we have other people that help with missing children. You know, we have people that has their own niche, and we just want them to feel a part. So I just connect them. And shout out to Diamond K. He's very influential in the community, offering platforms. I started Restoring the RTV Project radio show as just a way of getting information out to the community. It can be so many things that can go on, but what we want to do is only solely work and focus on the positive. And so that's all that Restoring the Village is doing. Everything on there is positive, and there's no negativity. We've lost that communication. And so I love when people actually come on and actually can talk to people and let them know what they're doing and why they should support them, you know, and how they can be supported. So I just think that loving on one another is the best thing that we could do right now. I would love to see, you know, more people getting involved in their communities. And again, that's, you know, kind of off, but getting more involved in the community is the best thing that we could do. I'm totally not against police officers. Of course, we know there's some good and bad with anything and anybody. I want to really, truly make a difference. I'm running the same district that my husband was murdered in. And that right there shows strength. It shows that we can recover from anything. And it's not to say recover, but we can conquer anything. And you can make a difference even in your brokenness.
You are not.
No.
It's
Exactly.
That's good. That's good.
Why I gotta be a fan of it?
I want to make sure everyone's in this, so we might have to come a little closer. I want everyone to be seen.
Come a little
Everybody.
bit closer. Let me hold you, baby. I will be good to you. That's Brandy. Y'all ain't fans.
She loves Brandy.
I
sure
love
does.
Brandy.
It's about Brandy.
Behind the
love
scenes
her.
is about Brandy.
Oh my! He is a
God.
hating ass.
On it.
He's a hating
What is
ass.
wrong with Brandy?
And he don't like party either.
Oh
my
hell
gosh.
no!
Okay, well, we are joined by quite a few special guests today. So what I want to do first is introduce our returning guest, Miss Megan Rochon, right here in the middle.
Thank
Welcome back, Megan. Yes.
you. Thank you.
We are super. Jonay got the giggles today. We are super happy to have you back, Megan, and we do want to talk about your production that's coming up. That's why you are here today. Now, before we do that, I do want to go around the table because I got some new faces I haven't seen before. So I want everyone to introduce themselves, first and last name, because that's how I get to know y'all, right? So we're going to start off with, I do know you. We're going to start off with Awesome. Yeah. Introduction.
Awesome, me, and happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
And he's awesome. Yes. Miss Beverly.
Hi, Miss Beverly.
Yes. You can go ahead and do another introduction, Meg.
And I'm Megan Rochon, and I'm of course happy to be at my favorite show, Out the Box.
Woo! I hope she's not just saying that, yo. We're going to find out after the show.
And I'm Jonay. I'm joking.
Hi, I'm Michelle Seward, and I'm excited.
Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome.
Woo!
Welcome.
Now, we are going to get right into this production that I've been talking about. And I haven't seen the name of it yet because I wanted to wait till now. So, Megan, let's put this up, actually. We're going to put this up behind your phone, right? Okay. Now,
Maybe this should go on
yes,
the tripod.
nice marketing, right? Now, the last time you were here, we did talk about the show, the play.
Yes.
And it's been a few months since you've been here. I want to say it's been about 2 or 3.
About
So-
2.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months. So I do want to know, before we get into this actual production itself, what's been going on since you've been gone?
Oh my God. Just putting my life on hold and getting this production together. That's just been really my life right now. Working on the production, casting, auditioning, getting interviews, working with great folks like you guys, marketing, letting everybody know that we're coming back and to come out. So that's really what's been going on since I left. Just, still fighting every day to have this dream come true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amen.
It's a daily fight,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a beautiful fight. That makes any sense.
So,
No, definitely.
it does. Now, a lot of people don't realize what goes into productions. So you can see one side of it as just an actor, but you also can see a whole different side when it comes to directing and producing. So, Megan, I'm going to throw this one to you because I really want to know. When it comes to, especially with theater, when it comes to that side of it, the pre-production stages, what are some things that people who may not be familiar with that you have to do to prepare for a show?
Well, we have to get the set together. So the set, which is kind of common, even if you're doing any kind of production, you have to have the set together. But you're dealing with your set and your blocking, and you don't have to deal with blocking when you're on camera. So dealing with the set, costumes, makeup, hair, your venue, if you're going to be able to accommodate the people that you're going to want to accommodate, is the venue, because everyone can say, okay, I want to have my play at this theater, but each theater isn't exactly the same.
Right.
So if you have a specific vision for like how you want your audience, if you want it to be an intimate theater, theaters that are maybe like in high school are completely different than maybe like a traditional theater
Right.
or
True.
arena stage theater. So just looking for your actual place, your venue, your location. But I think that's common with any production, regardless if it's theater or not. The biggest element, of course, that you know about theater is that it's live.
Right.
So any mistakes that you make, there's no editing. There's no cutting room floor.
Right.
It's right here, right now. And so I think the added pressure for actors and everyone involved is just to make sure that we're executing appropriately, that we're able to, you know, wow the audience and keep them wanting to come back more and more, and that we as actors are, you know, professional and giving the customers and the hopefully fans what they want. Yeah, so.
Nice. Now, how has it been for all of you as the cast? How has it been so far working with Megan?
And you can be honest.
Answer.
What do you mean, we want honest answers.
That's what I give you. You know me, I'm always going to give honest answers. I love working with Megan because she's straightforward. You know what I mean? And she's going to tell you like it is. And she always puts together an amazing production. She never cuts any costs. She's always ready to help and work with you however, you know, you may need to. If you got another production going on, she understands. You know, she makes adjustments in the schedule. So no, I fuck with Megan. I mean, I don't know if I can curse on here, but I am.
It's too late.
Of course.
I mean,
That's all we do. That's all we do is curse. That's out the box.
that's work, but no, that's family. And the production is going to be amazing. I'm glad we're doing 2 dates, you know, the Saturday and the Sunday. We got 2 shows, both of those days, August 19th and 20th. So yeah, I mean, it's been great for me.
Nice. What about you, Miss Bev?
And this is my first time working with her, and I didn't know her, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Is that Megan that's interesting or the production?
No, the whole thing.
All the above.
I like the concept, and I like her straightforwardness.
Good.
Yeah, because I know that she has a vision, and she wants that vision to be implemented.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Good. Now, Michelle, I'm going to ask you the same question. What you thinking, production-wise, but also working with Megan? You know, I like all the juiciness.
Well, production-wise, it's awesome. Working with Megan is awesome. I'm excited working with Megan.
No, that's awesome.
That is awesome. And Megan is excellent. Then. She wants the best for her vision. And just like my cast member said, she wants the best from us, which should be expected from any director, and I appreciate that. Also appreciate how much energy she puts behind it, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, on top of her being in this play.
Right.
It's work.
Right.
Oh yes.
And for me, it's a little different because I play a very close character to hers, so it's important for us meshing and.
Yep.
I get grilled, and I'm happy about that, though.
Yeah.
I'm good with the grill.
Right.
And I'm excited for that.
Okay. What's
They
up?
are being so polite.
They being nice.
They are being so nice right now, and I love it. Thank you.
So let's talk rehearsals, right? We know like the process, and again, like with Out the Box Radio, we like to talk about the things that people usually don't talk about. So the rehearsal process can be both rewarding and frustrating at the same time. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So how have your rehearsals been? Like how many rehearsals have you guys done?
Is this for me or for her?
For whoever wants to,
So-
whoever knows the number.
We typically have rehearsal twice a week.
Okay.
But now that we're getting down to the wire because the production is next weekend, we've upped it to 3 days. We had rehearsal 4 days this week because Saturday, and then we're gonna have rehearsal all week next week except for Friday.
Oh wow.
And
Busy.
lot.
it's really important that you do get those final rehearsals in. That's another thing that's really different than like doing television or doing web series or doing, you know, on the screen, is that usually there is no rehearsal. You're just coming in, you shoot, you do your job. Now you might be on set for 18 hours, 24 hours. You know, you maybe have a long period on set, but there's not that constant rule of rehearsal. But with theater, that rehearsal time, and that's where kind of eliminates sometimes actors, which I understand. It's just like it's too much, and they may not be able to accommodate it. But in reality, if you want to do this, if you want to go to Broadway, off Broadway, you're gonna have to, agree to and be obligated to rehearsals.
Yes. What is the rehearsal? The rehearsal. So I know this isn't your first play. Is this anybody at the table's first play? No. So
No.
okay. So you guys get it. You understand like the whole process and everything.
This is actually awesome, and Michelle was in the production the first time.
Okay.
So they're the first time they're like more like people who came into the production this time. It's still, I feel, and it's a different experience for me because I'm getting better and I'm growing as a director. But like them, they're like the guinea pigs. They to deal with me is not easy. So I'm just honest. So because I have a vision and I know, like if I casted you, then I know your potential. Like I can see what you have, and I'm going to push you even if you don't like me at that moment. I want to push you to your fullest potential, because once you show your full potential, the audience is going to feel it, and then they're going to keep coming back more and more and more. And not only for our production, forget my production. If there's a director out there, they may see you and say, hey, I want to cast that person. It's not only helping the production, but it's helping you capture your true talent. So these two, they're actors in this production, but I really take their feedback with a lot of, like, anything that they say to me, I actually listen and take in, especially both of them, because they have really great ideas and they see things sometimes that I don't see. So these two, like, it would be the play without these two.
She's saying really nice things, and you guys appreciate it. This is a nice love affair.
Rehearsal's always fun though. I gotta say that. I've seen people get fired at rehearsals.
I have.
Yeah.
Megan, who you fired?
Anybody's on the chopping block. Remember that. Nobody is safe.
Right.
She's worse than Diddy.
Y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful. Woo.
But no, I mean, it happens. That's the weight of you. That is a part of the pruning process. You have to make sure that all the pieces fit, and you won't really know, especially with like play production. Shit, people have been fired on television.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like real fast. If you're not delivering what it is that I need you to deliver.
How many people would kill to have the role that you got?
That's why a lot of actors are real quiet all the way to the table read, because you may get cut at the table. They will say,
true.
Oh, the chemistry's not there.
Yep.
You're like, dang, I just got picked up for the show. No, you didn't. You're out of it.
Right.
So,
Tupac got cut, and what movie was that? Was it Menace? Yep. Tupac got cut at the read.
Oh wow.
It happens. It happens to the great Tupac.
So let's talk about the background for those who are maybe just tuning in who didn't see you a couple months ago, Megan. Let's talk about the background of the show, the play, as well as Kisha's life. Is it two different productions? I need to know that.
So it's a part 1 and a part 2.
Okay.
And,
part 1 and part 2.
Then I added a combo show. And so the combo show was selling so greatly, and the combo show was only supposed to be on Sunday, that I just added it to the Saturday show.
Okay.
So now you can see both shows both days.
Okay.
So if you want to just see part 1, then we're selling tickets for part 1. If you want to just see part 2, because you already saw part 2 or part 1 rather, then you can just get part 2. But if you want to see both, which is a better buy for your buck, they're $40 tickets, and you'll see both part 1 and 2.
Nice.
Yep.
So what's the background of the production? What can you give us as far as a little snippet of what's going on with the show, the play?
The play is a hip-hop musical, and it takes place in the 90s. It's 90s theme. And it's about a young lady named Kisha Jones, and she's like 25, 26 years old, and she has everything together on paper. She's educated and has a decent career, but she continues to choose the wrong men. And I think it's very relatable to many.
Clearly. Clearly.
And so she's having another run-in with her boyfriend, Raheem. And so her best friend, in the first part, her best friends, who are played by Kimye Workman and Michelle Seward, come and aid her and try to get her out of the house. And they go to this place called The Show. And The Show is really similar to like AFRAM or Soul Picnic. And these were like really big events for me growing up. And I used to get excited in the summertime to go to see these, who's going to be performing. I've performed when I was younger. So these were things that were exciting to me. So the show is like an AFRAM or a Stone Soul Picnic. And so it's that festival. And so they go to the festival, and when they get to the festival, then there's just all hell breaks out.
Oh, Lord.
And so you would have to see what happens next. So if you saw part 1 and you hate Raheem and several other characters, then part 2 picks up from there. And Kisha's life, you really get to understand the background of all of the characters. You meet Raheem's mother, you learn that dynamic, you meet Tatiana's father, you meet my parents, Kisha's parents, and so it kind of gives more of a background to the characters, gives you more details, maybe why they're making those decisions, and it's really a family production. I think that all ages can come out. It's funny, it's a comedy. So you're gonna be laughing, thinking. I don't think crying, but definitely laughing.
Maybe, right? You never know people's reactions now.
No, because actually last time somebody came up to me for the first one, it was like, this should be in schools. And I was like, really? Wow. It's like, this should be in schools. So, yeah, you don't know people's reaction.
Right.
But it's very entertaining. And that's one of the things that I want to be known for. Like, as my legacy, I want to be known as someone who's made a art and a framework for comedy and plays. And so this is the embark or the beginning of that.
Nice.
So y'all need to check out both parts. There's not an if, it's an and. You'll see part 1 and part 2.
Gotcha.
Yes.
It's worth the 40. It's worth the 40. Yes.
Definitely.
Well, mention it real quick. Where can people get tickets?
So you can get tickets on Eventbrite, and you can just simply Google The Show, The Play. It comes straight on up. Our Eventbrite page. You can also call 443-601-9787, and I can put tickets, will call for you. You can also hit up any of the cast, inbox the cast members, DM the cast members, or DM myself, and we'll also make sure you get those tickets.
Yes. I know we talked about it, and we're going to go into our next questions, but before we leave this one, I do want to know the dates again.
October 19th and 20th. If it's 20, somebody on my Alive is like, he was a dog in that play. Oh my gosh. I can't
Who they talking about?
see what happened.
Was that you? That's
Who they talking about?
It's Raheem.
You play. Oh, okay. Oh.
They going to Tariq you. You know how they did that poor child. He can't even.
Can't walk down the street.
He's like, that's us. That's not me. That's Tariq. That's a character.
make
Like,
sure
no, that's you.
We know. We gotta make sure we know. It ain't him.
Okay, so real quick. So you play. What's your character's name?
So I play Morgan Shaw. That's what she's known as.
Okay.
I play Kisha's best friend along with Tatiana, Kisha's other best friend. And we are just riding the wave of Kisha throughout all the ups and downs, throughout the whole play, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we also create some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we also are just those ride or die friends. You have the good side and you have the not so good side friend. We both mean well, but we have the I'm gonna do anything friend, and then the other friend is say, let's think about this friend. I'm that friend.
So which one are you?
I'm let's think about this real quick. The positive, optimistic, always on the brighter side friend. That's me. That's Morgan. I'm excited for her character.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Yes.
And she does an amazing job.
Thank you.
Can't wait. Okay, Mr. Awesome. So how awesome are you in this production? Who you playing?
I obviously don't sound too awesome.
Tell us what's going on.
So I play Raheem in this production.
Raheem.
I play her boyfriend pretty much. I feel like Raheem is a little misunderstood, man. I mean, he's had, now that I actually found this out by her doing the second play. In the first play, I would have just thought I was a dog. But now that I've met my mother, I know my mother, of course, but now that I've met her character, I would say that, he's just a little misunderstood. Things have happened within his life that have played a part in the way that his thinking when it comes to women. And now it's backfiring on Kisha. You know what I mean? Like the things that he learned as a child or whatever and went through, now it's going to her, and it sucks for her.
Ooh, pressure.
But I still love you, baby. You know what I mean? By the end of the show, by the end of Keisha's life, you actually might like Raheem. So
nice.
Might want to see.
You might want to stay tuned.
Nah.
Okay, so Miss Beverly, how about you?
I play Raheem's mother.
Okay.
Mama Val.
Mama Val.
And she's somebody that I think a lot of women can relate to. She loves her son, but she doesn't pull any punches. And Kisha has become part of her life.
Okay.
And she tells them exactly how it is with love. So she's kind of like a spiritual lady.
Okay.
Because she's been through some things, okay, and she can relate to them, and so they kind of look up to her. So it's a nice character. It's different.
Nice.
It's different.
I'm
because
excited
she's somebody
to see.
Who, how you have some mothers who they just don't care. That's their child and that's it. But not her.
Not her?
Not
She's
her.
a nurturer.
She's a nurturer. And a lot of mothers can relate to her. Okay?
Yes.
This is sounding so exciting.
I know.
Doesn't it?
So I do want to know this. What sets this show apart from all the other stage plays that are happening right now? What's different
I don't mean to
about
put you on the spot, but hello.
What's different about it?
What you gotta say?
This is me.
Oh yeah, anybody.
Everything is different about this production. This is something, and I know it's cliche, but it's just actually true. That's never been seen before. Number one, I have so many talented actors in this production. So there's no actor that is like, oh yeah, they're not that good. Every person in this production is good. Every scene is powerful. Everything pops and it's entertaining. You're not going to be bored. One thing that I like about, or one thing that I'm doing is having shorter productions. I am not a fan, even though I love everyone, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I don't, because I have ADHD, I cannot sit for a long period of time without changing or something else happening.
Right.
And with this production, it's constantly moving. So, we have dance sequences, songs, we have tracks, we have live music, we have a combat scene, we have fights, we have reenactments. You're not ever going to be sitting there like on your phone.
Right.
It's truly entertainment. And I'm not knocking anybody else's production because there are some great productions out there, but I don't believe there's anything quite like this that is being showed at this time. There, as far as the 90s theme, it's 90s theme. It's not taking place at this time. The music is from the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. I'm an 80s baby.
Is this like
but I grew
a
up in the
Bruno
90s.
Mars and Cardi B finesse type thing? Like, is it very much like a...
Because
that's what I'm thinking when you said that, but maybe not.
I wouldn't say that. It's like early 90s to me. It's like Living Single, Martin, Moesha, like that kind of vibe.
My favorite show, Moesha.
So it's like the themes that people in my era grew up in. That vibe, and even a little older. And part 2, the part 1 is more like light and fun. Part 2 is also fun, but I made sure that I wanted to put in things that were inspiring to Black people and women, and especially I don't want this production to seem like it's dogging men. So it's not like a dog fest, like, oh, all men suck or all men are like. I'm having issues with this man, but that doesn't mean that all men are like that. So it's not stereotypical. It's very unique, and I encourage you guys to chime in because I might be missing things that makes it stand out. Or did I nail it?
That was pretty good. Pretty much. I was going to bring up the whole. Sorry, not to. Not running long or anything.
No, you're good.
The fact about the music and everything, the 90s theme music, like our generations, we're the ones that's leading the pack now. We're the ones that's going to the shows. We're the ones, like, it's us. It's on us. So this is the music, like you said, that we grew up to. You're not going. It ain't no Smokey Robinson. We might have an old school song. We don't want to listen to that. And I damn sure I don't know if I'm listening to the Migos or whatever. So it's like, but it's the whole vibe of it is that, you know, people that grew up in our age group, you know, would really like and enjoy. And then it's a great price. You know what I mean? For 2 great shows. Like she said, she has a great cast. And what else could you be?
And I like that he mentioned the music because when I was growing up and I used to go see plays, I know my favorite movie was the Jackson 5. So even if you have a younger child or a teenager or a younger person, they're enjoying it because of that finesse. Like my daughter loves that song, Drippin' and Finesse. And she feels like she loves the 90s culture. Just like when I grew up, I loved the 70s. Like I didn't grow up in the 70s, but I was like, I was in the wrong era. I love the 70s. So I think this is also going to attract people to be like, oh, that era is interesting. You know, people love the New Edition movie. People love seeing things from the 90s. So this is another ado or tribute to the 90s. So I think that's also what makes it different, as Awesome said. And what I'm trying to target is having young people come out to plays. Because they say that the young people don't come to plays. My goal is if I can get people in that community where the Arena Players is to actually come out. People called me and was like, Megan, I live around here. I saw your poster. I'm coming. That was so encouraging to me because I'm like, if I can get people that live in that area to say, hey, I'm interested in plays, maybe I can help change someone's life. You never know.
That's true.
So it's very, very, very exciting what we're doing here and what is forming.
So I'm curious. Do you have anything to add, Michelle, as well to that, as far as what you think, or did we hit it on the head with everything?
I get it, but I definitely agree with Megan on the engagement part. That's important in theater, and I love the fact that you as an audience member will be very engaged. You will not miss a beat. You won't want to miss a beat because you're going to be so in tune. You're going to feel like one of those characters. You're going to become one of those characters. It's going to be believable, and that's what's exciting for me being a part of the production on the outside looking in. And I think that's awesome.
Right. Again, awesome. But it's truly like all of you have been adding to that value of the conversation too, because as we all know, we're all entertainers, right? You're not anything unless if you're engaging your audience.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it a powerful production. Now, Megan, I do want to know if you could. Again, I just love the fact that not many people have noticed on theater productions like you were just talking about as well. Now, for those who may be interested in getting into like directing or producing more in the theater realm, what are some tips that you might give to them? Because it's completely different than film and TV. Completely different.
One, I would say have good mentors, people that you can talk to. I'm really blessed that a lot of older people in the theater community respect me enough and care about me enough to talk to me and have conversations with me. And it's really been beneficial. I would have never been at the Arena Players if it wasn't for David Mitchell and Donald Owens. And I've known them since I was a little kid, because I met Mr. Mitchell when I was at Morgan. He was my professor, and he told me to come to the Arena Playhouse. And so having those connections, being able to talk to Rosalind Gaines, like I call her Mama Roz, and I can just call her at any time and say, hey, Mama Roz, I don't know what to do. And she's like, okay, baby, it's going to work out, da-da-da-da, and just talk to you. I would recommend the first thing is to try to get mentors and people who are respected in the community theater arena to kind of embrace you. And the only way you can really get embraced is by talking to them,
That's
reaching
true.
out to them, asking questions, seeing how you can get better. Additionally, I would say you need to have a love for theater. Some people just sort of do things just to do it, and that's fine. But if you actually have a love for it, I think you will work harder to perfect it and do the things that are required, because it's not really that glorified. It's hard work. Like you're working day and night, and for me, I'm putting all of my money in this. So I don't have sponsors. I'm producing it myself. I'm directing it, I'm writing it, and then I still have to be an actor. And being an actor is totally different than being a director. And sometimes during rehearsals, I'm like, okay, I gotta be an actor right now, because at the end of the day, even if everybody else is good, if I'm not good, then to me the production still wasn't good. So just ensuring that you really know what you're signing up for, because it is a lot of hard work. And if you're not ready to work, then you really shouldn't even sign up. Not saying, because and I don't know, because I've never done a movie, I've never done a web series, I've never filmed any of those things, so I don't know the level of work that goes in. And I know there's, just being an actor on set, I see the amount of work that goes in. So I'm not discounting that, but I know to do plays, it's a beast. It's definitely a beast. And then the business side of it, looking for your venue, ensuring like, hey, can I even really fill these seats? You know, does it make sense to get this place? The tech, the lights, it's so many other things. Making sure your script has the cues appropriately so that this can work. It's so many pieces that happens before you get that final production on the stage. So even when I was coming back to do Kisha's life, I had to mentally prepare to return to this because it's really, I'm married to this for 4 months or whatever until this production is done. And then once it's done, I'm already thinking, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing to build this?
Wow. And it's live. There's no editing, like she was saying earlier. That's a big difference between film, TV, and
that is a huge
and
difference.
Theater.
But if you love it, that live component is really what gets you off. Like for me, like I get euphoric if I'm on stage and then you laughed at, I'm going even harder. Or if you kind of engage, I love it. Like I live for that. I love to have that engagement from the audience. I love the feeling. It's no feeling that can compare to being on stage to me. It's the most amazing feeling to ever have for me personally. I love it. So for that, it doesn't intimidate me being live, but I know that when you are live, that you need to be strong, on point, because you're live. So it's no laughing. Okay, cut. It's none of that. You better keep going, because the show must go on. Yeah.
Dang. No, but you're right though, because it's harder when it's all about interaction. That's why I love theater as well, as you're getting the interaction from the people. When you're doing film, especially if they have it written out in the script, if you say something that's supposed to be funny and no one else is laughing, but you know it's funny as hell. You know what I mean? I'm about to say shit. You know it's funny as hell, but no one's supposed to be laughing, and you just want to start laughing. You're just like, I know that shit was funny, but no one's laughing. Because you don't have an interaction from nobody in some cases, or sometimes it's fake laughs because they're actors, so they're just like, No, the real laugh is what's going to keep you motivated and keep you going. So that's true.
Absolutely.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
I prefer television myself. I mean, I like theater, but I'm a TV girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a TV film. That's my world right there. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's good. Everybody has their favorite component in this whole thing of art.
Right.
And that's why it allows you to do so many different things. Like, don't box yourself in as an actor. Because you need to figure out other things that you can do to work when there aren't any acting gigs.
That's
what
true.
else are you good at?
Right.
And what I like about being a director is that it has opened doors for me to be able to do stage directing for other people's productions. I've done other people's production as a stage director. I've been able to do props for other people. So it has opened doors for me to work when this isn't going on. And I encourage actors to find other avenues. Like, hey, you say television and movies are your thing, but if you can't book a TV role at this time, maybe you can do makeup, or maybe you can do the wardrobe for a television show or a TV show. So it's always good as an actor to really look at all sectors of the artist field.
And it's a good way to network because you're seen all the time.
Definitely.
So doing all types of things, and you get to meet so many different people, and you run into the same people, and then you build those relationships. So that's always a good aspect to it as well. Because again, if you just stay in that one lane, for the most part, you kind of just are around the same people all the time, which isn't bad, but you do want to branch out,
grow,
and you want to grow, and you want to get out there, and you want to push yourself outside of the confines of just this small section and area, and you can do that by networking and just being around. So
I've been waiting for one of y'all to say break out the box, because you was talking about being in the box. Go ahead, say it.
Yes, break out of the box.
Radio show.
Right there.
Now, we only have, it went by so fast, we only have a few minutes left, but before we do go, I want to let Jonay ask this question, but I want to ask you our final question of the night, which is, Jonay at the very bottom of the sheet.
Of course you would want me to ask that question.
Yes, I do. And this is because I don't want to get in trouble by Megan, because, you know, she's on my good side, so.
Well, I don't even want to ask this question because I just want people to just come. I don't want no sneak peeks.
I want a little sneak
bring
peek.
Your asses.
Megan, what you say?
All of
You want a
you.
sneak peek?
I want a little sneak peek to see from the cast what their
Okay,
favorite
do the
moments
scene.
are.
Or
if you can act a scene out, that's even better.
What do you ask?
Christmas.
What
I was asking was
And
for the
action.
cast to tell us one of their favorite scenes in the play.
Oh,
But if y'all about to do some acting,
no, that's fine.
because that's even
No, because
better.
I was going to say something, but share what's your favorite
For the whole
without
production, like
telling
one of
too
your
much.
just a little sneak peek of one of your favorite scenes. In the
Scene that I'm in, or scene that just
It
in
can
the
be
whole
Your
either,
favorite.
yeah, overall. Overall.
Damn. It's a lot. It's a couple of them I really like. I would have to say my favorite scene is in Kisha's life.
Okay.
I believe that people will find this scene extremely hilarious. It's women. I don't want to say being women, but women. It's really dicey. It involves all of these ladies. I'm not in it.
I know what you're talking about.
That's
So
my
it's
favorite
like,
thing.
Okay.
it's going to be hilarious. Excuse me.
Okay.
Is that gonna be funny?
I'm not cute to shut up.
Social medias. We only have a little bit of time left. So share your social medias, everybody.
Yeah, everybody around the table. Yeah.
_ awesome. AWSIM.
AWSIM.
Do you have social media?
No.
You on Facebook? You want people to follow you?
Really?
Well,
Yes,
you don't
it's there.
have to.
BeverlyTrip.com.
Okay.
BeverlyTrip.com. Yes. Yes. And you can check her out in the play too, of course.
Yeah.
You go.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, you can follow me at Facebook at Michelle Seward. And coming soon will be Instagram and my own website.
Yes.
All right. Instagram.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
So you're no IG
Y'all can
Michelle.
start tagging her.
I'm no IG Michelle, but yes, my husband, he's like pressing me out.
Have to tag us on Instagram. And mine is at Miss Megan Boss Lady on Instagram, and the show The Play on Instagram, and Megan Rochon on Facebook. And I also want to shout out two of my castmates, Awesome and Michelle. They have a movie premiere tonight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Miss
Oh,
Beverly.
you're in it too?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Your whole cast.
Nice.
And that's going to be the Eternal Extra at the Charles, historic Charles Theater.
Oh,
right
yes.
down the street.
Down the street.
So if you guys
Congrats,
are
guys.
available, check them out tonight and all weekend, right?
Yeah, all weekend.
Wow.
International Black Film Festival.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, and thank you all for coming here. tonight,
Yes.
because
Yes.
it
Let me
sounds like
get
a
y'all
busy
outta
night for
here.
y'all. Yeah.
Can't be late to the red carpet now.
Yeah, don't be late.
Yeah, all black. Just all black like that.
Ready to kill them. Kill them. Well, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you go to eventbrite.com, purchase your tickets to the show, the play, do the double packet. Y'all do two, both shows, the show, the play, and Kisha's Life. Make sure you check it out. It's only $40. It's not a lot. Make sure you do that. Anything else you want to say, Megan, before we go out?
No, just thank you, Out the Box, for having us again, and Radio on Fire. And we will see all of you next weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Historic Arena Playhouse. Look for us on Fox Baltimore next Wednesday.
Nice.
Be looking. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday. Out the Box Radio.